Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be explaining about types of rolling mills. In earlier videos, I have discussed about what is rolling process and what are the applications of rolling process. In industry, there are many applications of rolling process. Rolling mills are essential for shaping and reducing the thickness of metal sheets, bars and other stock. There are several types of rolling mills, each designed to perform specific tasks. So there are many kinds of rolling mills. In industry, different rolling mills have different applications. Let's discuss them accordingly. These are the types of rolling mills. First one is 2-high rolling mills. Second is 3-high rolling mills. Third is 4-high rolling mills. 4 is cluster rolling mills. And the last one is tandem or continuous rolling mills. Now I will briefly discuss all of them one by one. First one is 2-high rolling mills. This is the figure of 2-high rolling mill. We can see that there are two rolls. This is one roll and this is second roll. These are rotating opposite direction to each other. This roll is rotating anti-clockwise and this roll is rotating clockwise, and this is metal billet. This can be hot or cold metal billet, and this is the final product. Rolling mills mainly using for reducing the plate thickness. So there we can see that the thickness is greater than this side. So in 2-high rolling mills have two heavy rolls fixed one over the other. The rolls rotate in opposite directions and are driven by electrical motors. Material is fed into the rolls from one direction only, and if multiple passes are needed, the material is brought back to the same side after the first pass. So here we can see that two rolls are rotating opposite to each other in direction. So this roll, this is called lower roll, and this roll is fixed. The center is fixed. It can't move up and down. It only can rotate in a particular direction, and this roll can rotate in a particular direction, but the center can be lifted to up or to down to adjust the thickness of the final product. So we can get multiple thickness of the final product. This roll can be in two types, non-reversible and reversible. Non-reversible rolling is when the rolls can rotate only in one direction. This is called non-reversible 2-high rolling mill. That means this roll only can rotate anti-clockwise and this roll only can rotate clockwise. This is called non-reversible 2-high rolling mills. And what is reversible? Reversible means this roll can rotate anti-clockwise and clockwise both direction. This also can rotate in both direction, anti-clockwise and clockwise. What is the benefit of this? The benefit is that it allows the material to pass through in both directions, providing greater flexibility in the rolling process. So in reversible 2-high rolling mill, we get more flexibility. That means if we are passing this material from left to right, and after one pass the material will be again reversed to right to left. So the surface of the material will be smoother than the first pass. This is the advantage of reversible 2-high rolling mills. Now 3-high rolling mills. What is 3-high rolling mills? We can see that there are 1, 2, 3. 3 rollers are engaged in this rolling mill. This is called 3-high rolling mills. We can see that at a time 2 products are being produced in this setup. Before, in 2-high rolling mills, if we want to produce 2 products at a time, then we need 2 arrangements, that we need 4 high rollers. But in 3-high rolling mill, we only need 3 high rollers. That one roller has been reduced or has been eliminated. So what is the configuration for this. In 3 high rolling mills consist of 3 poles positioned directly over one another. The first and second rolls rotate in opposite directions, while the second and third rolls always rotate in the same direction. So in this setup, the first roll and the third roll rotate in same direction, that is clockwise, and the second roll rotate in anti-clockwise. So the direction of feed will be the opposite to the workpieces. The direction of feed in this case, this is the right to left, and the direction of feed in this case is left to right. Here allows material to be fed in one direction between the first and second rolls, with the return pass between the second and third rolls. Next, this is 4 high rolling mills. We can see the setup of 4 high rolling mills. Here 2 rolls are working roller and the other 2 rolls are backup rollers. This mill uses 2 smaller diameter rolls to reduce the thickness and 2 larger backup rolls to support the smaller rolls. This configuration allows for higher precision and control over the thickness reduction. So in this case, this is the hot metal billet or cold metal billet. These are working rollers, smaller in size, and these are backup rollers, bigger in size. So here we can apply more force using these rollers. So if we want to make very thin product in thickness, then we can make using this setup. Next is clustered rolling mills. This is the figure of clustered rolling mills. We can see here multiple rollers are used. This cluster rolling mills, also known as a Tandem mills. This configuration consists of multiple rolls, a pair of small work rolls and larger backup rolls arranged in a cluster. This setup is used for rolling very thin strips or foils. So if we want to aluminum foil, then we can use cluster rolling mills. Here 2 rolls are working rollers. These are smaller in size, and 2 pair of backup rolls are used. Here 4 numbers of backup rolls or 2 pairs of backup rolls are used. Here the metal billet is fed and the thickness is reduced. So in this case, we can use more and more force to make it a strip or foil. The thickness of foil is very less, so we have to apply more force. For this setup, the backup rolls may be increased to 6 in numbers or 8 in numbers. Next one is planetary rolling mills. This is the setup or planetary rolling mills. This is a complicated setup. This mill features a pair of large backup rolls surrounded by a number of smaller planetary rolls. The smaller rolls rotate around the backup rolls, providing multiple points of contact with the workpiece. This is used for reducing large scale workpieces to thinner gauges. So in this case, by using planetary rolling mills, we can make more thinner product or more thinner gauges here. So this is the metal billet which is being fed, and the final product is this. So this is backup rollers. In previous rolling mills, the backup rollers were in upper side or in down side. But in this case, for planetary rolling mills, the backup roll is in middle and it is surrounded by the working rolls. These are the working rolls which can rotate in a particular center. So these are smaller rollers and these are smaller rollers, and these are working rollers. So these are working rollers mean these are subtracting the metal from the metal billet and making a very thinner product. This is planetary rolling mills. The next one and the last is tandem rolling mills. So what is tandem rolling mills? We can see clearly in this figure the tandem rolling mills. The tandem rolling mills is also called as continuous rolling mills. In this case, the material passes through each stand continuously, achieving a large reduction in thickness and producing a long strip or bar. Here we can see that this is working roll, these are also working rolls, and these are also working rolls. Each working rolls has one supporting rolls. These are supporting rolls. The supporting rolls are bigger in size and the working rolls are smaller in size. So this is the hot metal billet, or it may be cold metal billet. So the thickness getting decreased step by step. Here thickness has been decreased a little bit, and after the double pass the thickness of the metal decreased more, and after the final pass the final thickness decreased to the final product of the thickness. So step by step the thickness are becoming thinner. So in tandem rolling mills is highly efficient for large scale production. This type is often used in cold rolling applications. So in cold rolling application, tandem rolling mills or continuous rolling mill is used. So here we apply more force because this is the cold rolling process. Cold rolling mills, this is cold working process. In cold working process we have to apply more force than hot working or hot rolling process. So step by step this is, and step by step and continuously a product is being made. This is the final product. So here I have discussed about 5 types of rolling mills and their working principle. Hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching this video. For more updates, subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon.